Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Samesh and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the most important aspect when it comes to technical analysis, which is support and resistance. So without wasting any time, let's jump right into the video and we'll see each other at the end of the video now. Okay, let's get started. What is support? Support is, so if you see 1,000 level is coming on Tesla and stock price is coming down, and on level 2 you can see a lot of buyers sitting there to buy the name. That means that can become a strong support. So buyers are normally sitting there to protect the stock from falling. Stocks bounce off support levels. Most of the time they do bounce off support levels, but when they do not, we tend to play puts. We'll break this down at the end of the video. Support numbers are normally big time whole numbers. Okay, like 250 level on Nvidia will be a huge support level. $1,000 on Amazon or Tesla will be a huge level. Okay, now think of support as a freshly frozen lake. Okay, a freshly frozen lake, if price break through it, it can become a new resistance. Okay, let me show you guys some examples of support and we will take it from there. Okay, AMD, it's a daily support, so you can see this on a daily level. It's been bouncing over and over again at 99.71 level. Every time price comes down there, it bounces. Comes down there, bounces. Comes there, bounce. Comes there, bounce. So we know now this area is a huge area where the buyers will be sitting there and they will make the price jump. So we will keep an eye on that area when we are trading for the next time. Nvidia, daily support again, 208.86. Price bounced from there, went up, came down there, bounced again, came down there, bounced again, beautiful bounce again, bounced again, and it went from 208 to 290 within like 15 days. So it's very important to know the strong daily support levels in order to benefit and profit from them. Another example is Google daily support. As you can see, $2,500 level is a huge level when it comes to Google. Price came down there at the start of this year, came down there, bounced and went to literally 3,000 in few days. Came down there again, we've bounced like 200 points. Again, 150 points. Bounced again, 300 points. Now, we should know this level for the next time the price came down to 2,500. We will know what can happen. Okay, support can literally happen at any time frame. It goes from weekly levels, daily levels, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, hourly levels, and even 5 minutes. So this is 5-minute chart of Amazon making intraday support. Price came down there, bounced at this level, went up, came down there, and now around the closing bell we bounced like 3 times off that level. So after first bounce we know there's a strong level. Next time, and it was a huge whole number as well, 3250. Next time it came down there, we definitely know it's a strong level. So we could have benefited from there when the price was coming down over and over again. We can play bounces. Okay, now I want you guys to know this important thing about support. Support does not always hold. However, a break below support signals the bears have won over the bulls. And you will keep seeing me repeat in my Discord on Voice. So I run a free Discord. It is totally free for everybody, and I trade on Voice every single day, where I tell people when I'm jumping in and out of place, and you will hear me on Voice every single day. This stock blah blah blah, this stock broke support, so I'm entering put options. So supports and resistance are the key. Okay, now we will talk about what is resistance. Resistance means ceiling. Okay, sellers sitting to prevent the stock from rising. Stocks reject all resistance levels. They are normally whole numbers like 300 level on say Nvidia. Price goes there, gets rejected, gets rejected, gets rejected. That's a huge resistance level. Think of resistance as ceiling on ground floor. Okay, you're standing on the ground floor, you see a ceiling on the top. If price breaks through there, you toss a ball so hard it breaks through there and it lands on the first floor and it bounces over there. So think of resistance as a ceiling on the ground floor, and if price breaks through it, it can become new support. All right, some examples of resistance. Tesla daily resistance level. Price bounced over and over again, rejected over and over again at 950 level. As you guys can see here, it went up there once, twice, 3, 4, 5, and every time it goes there, it gets smacked down by the sellers. So we know 950 is a huge key. So if price broke 950, it can tend to run, because the sellers who are stopping it to go above 950 will no longer be there. So that means price can literally make a huge move up if it broke 950. This is Amazon on a weekly resistance. This was back in the day, I think 2019. Yep, 2019. 2000 level was 2050 was a huge resistance. Price went there once, couple weeks later tried again, nope. Then a year later tried again, nope. I still remember I took a trade when it actually broke 2050 and it ran like 100 points that day, I think. So we should know these resistance levels before we jump into next week's action. So every Saturday, Sunday, check your weekly charts, daily charts, and find out if there are any big, huge levels that you should know going forward for the week. All right. Netflix daily resistance again. This 385.35 level was a huge resistance. Went up there, got rejected, went up there, got rejected again and again. And I still remember when this actually broke, I traded it and it was one of the very, very good trades. I think price went like 10-15 points. Okay, now let's see the next trade. Nvidia. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to this. So after this is how the total, if you know support and resistance level, this is how it will look like at the end of the day. Nvidia 272.5 was a huge level for as a support. Price went there once, nope, went there again, no, and then the price actually broke. And now, as I said before as well, so if you see this stuff happening, what are the chances that price will go and break? And now the price is at the first floor, it broke the ceiling and it's bouncing off that. Okay, very, very important. All right, now Tesla 5-minute intraday resistance. We have to know these things before the trading day starts. Okay, so Tesla, I think this was a few days ago, 1020 level was holding, and it was holding for like a couple of days, and then the next day after this, I'm not sure if the price actually broke, but you can easily see, okay, every time price went to 1020, it got rejected, it got rejected. Every time it went there, it got rejected. Now, if you're in the calls and prices, let's say you are in calls right around here, okay, you're trading calls and you caught a move that went to 1020. Now, why is having resistance levels plotted so important? So now let's say 1020 level is approaching. That means it's a strong level. All right, what are the chances it can reject? There's a big chances that it can start a downtrend from that point, or it can take a rejection and come down 25 points. So as traders, we have to know these things before the market opens. So it is very, very important to plot these lines before the market opens, so we know if we are in a play, we need to get out of our calls around these levels. Okay, very, very important. Okay, I want you guys to go over the last thing, very, very important thing about resistance. Resistance does not always hold. However, a break above resistance signals that the bulls have won over the bears. And you will keep seeing me repeat in my Discord on voice. As I said, I run a free Discord. You'll see me always say this to everybody. It's breaking resistance, so I'm entering call options. So it's one of the most important aspect when it comes to trading, support and resistance levels. Start from weekly charts to daily charts to hourly charts every day. This is something I do every single day. I look at weekly, daily and hourly every single day. Then I'm ready for the market to open, and then I know which levels are strong, which levels are not that strong. So it helps me make some extra money because I'm just aware of those levels, big levels which are approaching. Okay. If you guys like this video, please throw me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and check out the link in my description box below. I trade on voice every single day in my free chat room that I run with some other traders which are very, very profitable as well.